up the tempo. Shawty got no choice but to get low. Ain't the tallest, but I'm ballin' like I'm 6'4". Yeah, the life I live, I was meant for. It's simple, if we up the tempo. Shawty got no choice but to get low. Ain't the tallest, but I'm ballin' like I'm 6'4".
Old school, new school. You know what it is. You know who it is.
OG Lee in the house. Once
I was gonna
again,
get an introduction.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
Hey,
All right. As you can see,
Hey, it's OG Lee. It's UNDE. Old school, new school.
we got a guest in the house.
The best father-son
We
podcast
got a
in
guest
America.
in the house.
Got a guest in the house.
Papa.
Papa, whoa. Relax. We gotta
Poppy G.
We gotta get the proper.
There we go.
It's
Poppy
Poppy
G.
G.
Hey, my brother's name is Pop, man. That was his nickname. Papa. Papa got a brand new bag. So we got Poppy G in the house, man.
We got Poppy G. But right, this is old school, new school, right? We got things we do before we just hop into the podcast. And when we got guests,
Yes.
and they happen to be a guest, the new school, we got to get proper introductions. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, the man gotta tell us who he is. He's gonna tell the world who he is, man.
And yeah, we're gonna introduce him for it. But me, I've seen people work in the city. Sometimes specifically, I look, of course, nationwide.
What city, man? What city?
This is Little Rock,
Oh, okay. Capital of Arkansas.
the capital of Arkansas.
Stop playing.
And I feel like sometimes people don't get their flowers. And I think this old school, new school might be that platform to come down and sit down and get some flowers,
You
right?
want some flowers while they here?
While they here, we see,
Or are they up in here?
and we seeing you working, right?
Grinding.
So me, UNDE, Poppy G. I've been watching the grind, brother. Finally got the time to sit down, and that's how I had to do it like that, right? With some real words. I seen you working. I seen you grinding. We got the chance to sit down with Poppy
But
G.
wait.
Oh, okay.
You know
okay.
I always interrupt you, man. If
You do that. You do that if you don't know
I
school.
do it all the time, man.
Yeah.
And that's because you got to check in on the mental health first before you get into anything. You know what I'm saying? You got to be, which brothers don't be doing that a lot.
Come
you
on,
notice
yeah.
that shit?
That's
Hey,
a
how
fact,
you
that's
doing,
a
man?
fact.
You know what I'm saying? Not that they're going to tell you the truth. Everybody say
Word.
fine and shit. I'm fine, man. But
somebody
yeah, so
asked.
check the mental health, man. Because last time I was telling you to ask me, I forgot to ask you, man.
Word.
So we're going to start off with you. What's happening, man? How's your health or your mental health?
Hey, my mental health, I'll say, and be honest, on old school, new school, it's a fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Life is a fight.
a daily fight that I choose positivity, and I'm keeping it pushing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Truthfully. How you feeling over there?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm good, man. Shit, I guess I'm retired. You know what I'm saying? So I'm loving just watching people develop their lives and shit. Just sitting back watching them, commenting on shit, thinking about shit. Because you learn something from everything. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So yeah, new dude in the house, Poppy G. Break it down, man. How you doing, man?
Oh man, I'm not good, but I'm making it.
Yeah,
Yes,
and see,
sir.
hey,
I appreciate
we always talk about that. We gonna expound on that because we always talk about that. You know what I'm saying? About mental health between us, but we never really get a chance to really check people outside of our circle to really see how things are going.
Word.
You know, so if we talk about, for instance, finances and shit, or people struggling, how they doing, we just use it, have the information between our circle. So we look for people outside of it, you know what I'm saying, to be able to ask them to get information. So yeah, how you doing mentally relative to everything that, was going on in society right now?
surviving, man. I'm surviving and giving 110% every single day because I'm a man and ain't no excuses.
Word.
So yeah, I'm in this fight.
Yes.
I'm in this fight and I'm swinging. I'm getting hit.
So, but that's what you said. You said you wasn't doing that good, and without really getting that personal, give me an idea of what you're saying. Because some people will say, man, there's no reason why people shouldn't be doing good regardless or whatever. But your side of it is what?
I'm raising black children in America and I see where America headed. So if we gonna be real, we not good. I'm not good.
Where's America headed in your opinion?
Whew.
Old school, new school.
Man, into a piling heap of shit, Pops.
Hey, let me just say this first, or ask this first. and you don't have to get specific on that. So you could tell me late
He can
20s,
say fuck off if you want to.
late 20s, early 30s, whatever. I'm just trying to get an idea. Well, how old are
Early
you?
30s.
Okay. So you say it doesn't sound good the way you say you think America's headed.
No.
So just break down a little bit in what ways. Just
Without disrespecting anybody of any color, whether it be black, white, orange, anything on the rainbow.
Shout out Barney.
It's more division than ever. It's a lot of division in America and a whole lot of fake unity. The unity is not real. The unity is just a ploy to get close enough to your enemy. Keep your enemy close.
So what do you mean when you say the unity? Do you mean amongst, like, say, black people in our culture or
Humans.
white, everybody in
the
America?
Entire race.
Okay.
Like
The human
like,
race
It
then.
seemed like black and white coming together. They not. It seemed like black is coming together. It's not. We still on a path of destruction, and I don't have no answers. I just have an observation.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the observation is, it's even like to a point where the people who like, oh, I'm exercising every day. went vegan now. They've built a prejudice to where to a point where if you in the store eating a Whopper, they gonna walk by and look at you like. You feel me?
So they create new divisions. They create new divisions.
In that case, then there's divisions. There's divisions in everything. Then, from what I'm hearing you saying,
create instead of creating, keeping a positive thing positive, they finding ways of adding hatred in there. Like again, you mad because I got a Whopper.
So if it wasn't our skin color, it might be our eye color.
Yeah, eye color. It might be your height. At this point,
that means that it never ends then?
It got to a point now, even as far as men and women.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
If you a certain age, you can't even holler at the girl unless you scamming. She don't care if you work at the plant. They don't even want you, and you're not getting a chance.
Simone.
Like it go far, pop. It go there.
I think
so. You got an overall optimistic view or pessimistic?
Gotta be pessimistic. I have nothing. There's nothing to be optimistic about right now. It's just you gotta figure your way. Now, of course, when you're in the huddle, you feel me? Break. Now we in the field.
Mm-hmm. So now
it's go time. You got to scramble either way. You got to get out to scramble. So,
right.
You feel me?
And you mentioned you got kids. How many kids you got?
I got.
If you don't mind asking.
I got enough because I have kids on both ends. I have step kids that I don't call step kids. Those are my children. But I also have children. Then I have godchildren. Then I have nieces and nephews. Then I have family members' children that I have to take care of.
Okay, so you got a big circle then.
Yeah, I'm an active foster parent.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
So that means then I want to see, I guess it's up to everybody, that you get optimistic. You know what I'm saying? Because...
Yeah, no, be clear. I'm confident. I got it. I just see you're in a room full of... If the room on fire, the room is on fire.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get out.
Talk that talk, man.
But I am gonna let you know, like when you say what's going on, pop the room on fire.
Right.
Like right now, as far as is the world, the room on fire. But we gonna get out. But I'm just letting you know, hey, the room on fire.
Hey, and this happens on Old School, New School, right?
Yeah.
This guy cuts me off in a monumental moment. Yeah. He cuts me off in a monumental moment. I had the flowers extended, you know what I mean? I didn't get to quite get to hand them off.
But
right?
You know why?
Come on.
No, this is
tell me.
This is not why I interrupted it. Just a thought came to my head.
Right,
but I didn't know, and a lot of people didn't know, and still don't really. Why are you giving this man flowers? I'm sure he's a good man. I just met him tonight. I'm sure he's a good man. But why would I be ready to give him some flowers?
Right.
Other than the regular respect that I would give everybody. You know what I'm saying? But to go above board, say, oh, my man is flowers. Right? I gotta know him first to know what that is.
Introduction?
Say that again.
Come on.
Straight about giving a formal introduction?
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want to do.
My name is Kenneth Corleone Thomas, well known in the city of Little Rock, Southwest to be exact. It's Poppy G, Poppy Gangster, Poppy Corleone. Corleone is my real name. Yes, it is. That is government given to me by my father.
I'm glad he's saying that because all these people calling themselves Lucci, Gucci, Woochie, and you know what I'm saying? At least it's on his certificate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Facts.
I'm the son of a gangster. I'm the son of a strong black woman. I am a artist, a graphic designer, a full-time father, a battle rapper, and not local. Like we talking nationwide battle rapper. I've been on every major stage you can possibly think of as far as battle rap. I've been on plenty big stages as far as music. Poppy Corleone on all sites, all platforms. Poppy G Versus on YouTube.
Yeah.
You literally can just put in the word P.O.P.
It sounds like he's done this before.
Yeah, I've done it. I've done it to a high level on all ends.
Come on.
Like, man.
Poppy
I
G.
put into my community plenty times. Like, yeah. I've been there, done that. The streets know what's happening. You know, my family, you know, shout out to my mom.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and that's me. That's me.
Hey, man.
Where you see yourself in 5 years?
Still being a great father, in great shape. My son will be graduating. I would been and got this new league that I just started well off the ground.
Come on, man. International League.
A league, huh? So it's a
Battle
rap?
League. It's a
Oh,
battle
okay,
rap
yeah.
league and a platform for content creation.
Okay.
Yeah, Better Be 5 Southern. Oh, I was going to say something else. Better Be 5 Stat Select Rap Battles, Little Rock Division.
What is it again? Say that again.
Better Be 5. is the
Better Be
platform.
5.
Better be 5.
BBL.
Yo, is it fire or is it like the slap? Fire. F-Y-E?
F-Y-E.
F-Y-E?
Yeah,
F-Y-E?
we from the trenches for real.
Okay.
Yeah, the shites is just because I ain't got no retweets. But
Cool.
that's all this is. We just ain't got no retweets. But Better Be 5 is a platform, and it's pretty much it's derived from battle rap.
Okay.
'Cause I have a group that I created called Cook Some Coalition, Cook Some, and it better be 5. It goes when I battle rap. If you watch anything I do, I cook. I goes off. I'm one of the coldest to ever do it.
Man,
Cook
I didn't
some.
know that you was gonna be here, man. Otherwise, I would like at this point, you know what I'm saying, to inject some of his shit. You know what I'm saying, to give him a little
What
taste.
you mean? That's gonna
But
be in there.
I can
gave
get
him-
busy. I can get busy off the top, man.
Oh, you want to do some shit?
Yeah, I give you some right
Now, some people, see, this is the thing, man. A lot of people will say they rappers, right? But to be a rapper or to be anybody that's
Right.
in front of people,
Right.
and you don't care, you ready to do your shit anytime, any place.
Right. That's why he's here.
Even if somebody drops some shit that's bullshit,
Mm-hmm.
if they ready to just do it, that still says to me that they got at least maybe some stage presence. You know what I'm saying? But it's certain people, they're a rapper. Well, you say, hey, go ahead, do something. They like, oh, well, nah, I don't, excuse me.
Then they not.
But if they're ready to do something, I love to hear that shit, man, because, we got at least 2 listeners. You know what I'm saying? So that's 2 more people that's going to know Poppy G.
And he don't pay, and this guy, this is for an opponent that I'm about to have called That Boy Duty. Now, I'm gonna say this because after I do this, I'm gonna get rid of this and then I'm gonna write a whole new setup for you. So Duty,
Okay.
if you hear this,
He committed to you again.
yeah, whatever, nigga. I say, you know why I be on the road a lot? Cause I ain't good at laying back trying to cut 'em. I be somewhere in the middle of the trap, making bubbles. Whatever I spend on that work, or I'm coming back making double, or I'm strapped with a couple. So when I got booked against Duty, all I could tell him is that boy in trouble. Stupid little bitch, I'm truly thugging. We finna do some punching. See, Duty talk a lot, but won't do me nothing. Some stupid dumping. You the dumbest. I'll pull a 45. I be cougar hunting. Lose my coke, I tell a bitch to get back to work like Luther coming. They call me big gangster. And I pop off for the smallest movement. Do all the shooting. Letters and numbers. Every gun look like something off Call of Duty. And the target is a Mexican? An A-rap? Man, I don't even know what to call the duty. You look like you was spoiled in a motherfucker. Little nigga not even used to the struggle. Just know everything I got in this life, I had to use these muscles. So in this trap, you wouldn't stand a chance. 70s dance, the only time we seen Duty hustle. Nigga, I'm dumping 1, maybe 2 guns. I clip him like a coupon. That boy better think of something or get a brain blast. Jimmy Neutron with the metal, I'ma dog him in the most tragic fashion. That's how bad we acting. That boy was only created because his mom's needed
Poppy G.
$40 and his daddy had it. I'm the baddest. Don't get it twisted. I'm a trap nigga. I'm just good at kicking them bars. But my dog was in the middle of nowhere with that white girl. Like Toto from the Wizard of Oz. I told him it was on sight. Bitch, prepare for a gunfight. They said war costs money. I'll put a bow on one of these niggas like prom night. I never had one.
So right, hey, so you gonna rewrite more for Duty?
Oh, my goodness,
Look,
man.
these are throwaways. These are throwaways. Come on.
Hey, man. I'm from a different generation, man, but I introduced people to Nipsey Russell.
Nipsey
There
Hussle?
were people before. No, Nipsey Russell.
Oh no, okay, I got you.
And so black people, man, going way back, man, have always been performers and entertainers, man, and able, man, to hear it like the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Been doing it for a long time, man. It's just now it's evolved. They call it rap or whatever you know they calling it, man.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just interesting to see that, man, because that takes brain power. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No matter what anybody says, it takes brain power to put that together.
I keep a tough.
And everybody can't do that. See what I'm saying? That's how you know that. It takes something.
Battle rap is a very niche sport. It's a sport. It ain't even music at a point. This is sport. Like you got to have your cardio up. You gotta have your life in order. You got to be able to travel on a dime. Like, bro, I'm getting on a normal. My schedule looks like weekend for weekend, going 3 months down. It's like Dallas, New Orleans, DC.
And look, those are big cities, man.
Yeah,
so that to me, without even asking about the economics of it, that sounds to me like you got a full plate, right?
And I get
so,
well.
Listen, man, this is the only thing I would say about that. But as you were saying it, I was seeing my man Nipsey Russell. If you never seen him or heard of him, check him out one time. Just Google it or whatever. But anyway, I was thinking about it, and I was listening to, hearing you say things, and you sound like a real good guy, right? The only thing I say, and I want to really hear you say this, because I guess, I'm looking at it now, and I'm looking at you doing it like, okay, this is something he does. He's not, from me listening to you, you're not that anymore, which is saying anything about guns. So when you mention that, because I hear that, I get the 45, that thing. How you feel about that when you put that into your, when you put that into your...
It's an art form.
But also on the backdrop of kids looking up to you, that type of thing.
The way I go, that's why I go about it the way I go about it. So it can be the way I step on stage and the way I perform when you see it live, you see how I move.
Okay.
They can tell it's a piece, it's a performance piece. Like, you have to learn to separate. Like, some people try to be so believable and so real that they want you to think they sold a pound of weed outside the building. And it ain't about that. It's about giving them, it's an entertainment piece.
Okay.
You gotta put the integrity in there. When Denzel is acting, because that's all.
Come on.
This is rapping
It
while
gotta be
acting.
believable.
Yes, like, this is a whole scheme that I put together to talk to you specifically in a warrior's sense. Like, we gladiators right now. We going at it. I'm using these words as weapons.
So it's a metaphor.
Everything is a metaphor. Everything. This entire sport is a metaphor.
The 45 in that example. Was the setup?
45, I be cool gun.
Right.
It's showing you.
There was a couple of other references to guns, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a bunch.
And so when you think about, let's say, a kid, and like I said, I look at it like a performance because I could do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Any adult or whatever. So if you think about a kid, though, not thinking about it metaphorically and looking at that, and we do know we have a problem, right? With kids glorifying gangs and shit like that. So to that, you say that you don't. Okay.
You bring them in as a fan, and you let them get to know you, and you make sure that the product fits the bill.
Okay.
I got sons. I need my sons to be the most respectable, intelligent, kind-hearted young men to grace this earth. But at the drop of a dime, become the most vicious, overprotective, dominant force known to man. That is what a real man is. A real man is a protector, a provider, but a warrior, a gladiator, something you ain't finna play with, but something that you can be. It'll be your teddy bear. You know, as a father, I know.
Mm-hmm.
I got daughters too, so I gotta be a teddy bear, but at the same time, I'm still gotta protect my house. So literally, I go from cuddling up, watching Coco Melon with my daughter, and the wrong knocking my door, I gotta step to the door like Debo.
Right.
That's a man. So I let it be known, and then once you finish and you actually see the whole way I lay everything out, it's letting it be known this is what it is. Once you cross the line, it's the bad side. But as long as you're on the good side, it's all cool. That's why I'm comedic. Like, I'm gonna crack jokes, and you know, I'm playing with like TV shows. Of course, you heard guns, but you also the TV shows. I'm gonna talk biblical. It's gonna be life lessons in there. Like I say, a real star doesn't beg for the world's attention. We shine bright in the darkest hours.
Yeah, you really went around the world on that, but that's a good explanation.
We go everywhere.
I would like to even go deeper on that, but I want to set this up for another time. We do some more stuff on that, man, because you said a lot of things. And one of the things you was talking about was how you would have to step up. You know what I'm saying? If you had to be a man, protect your house, do whatever. Mm-hmm. And that's a part of our culture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I always think about that, man, because I look at, and I'll just be specific, I look at some white guys, right? I used to work, you know, like you probably did, work with different kind of guys, white guys, whatever. I look at them like, God, seems like he's so, like, he would never get in a fight. You know what I'm saying? He just seems like he's such a nice guy who would never get in a fight. And I see a lot of them with that, like, that culture, right? And I'm like, the average brother I see, man, that motherfucker's ready to fight, man. I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? That nigga, he's a fighter. You know what I'm saying?
Because the aggression is in the wrong spot. Majority of men are not in the home that they're supposed to be in, and they don't know where to exert that energy.
What you mean the home? What you mean by that?
You know, that's a whole nother, that comes with the food stamps and the kicking.
Okay, so let's I was asleep. I got you.
From our bodies outside the home, now our minds.
Okay.
Our entire mindset growing up, even when as a black kid in the ghetto, your mindset is already outside the home.
Mm-hmm.
Once you go to school and you in middle school, the first thing we started actually representing was hoods. I personally,
if you come from that,
have never played for no team whatsoever. Honestly speaking, the only team I've ever played for my entire life is GD, and that is what it is. But it's
you grew in it. You grew up in it.
Now that I'm a grown man and I got sons, it hurt. It hurt. Now it hurts because it's like, bro, I literally can play football. I literally can hoop. I literally can play baseball. I run fast. I jump, climb high. I can wrestle. I could have been on any team on earth, and the only thing I actually got out of my childhood was gangbanging. So our mindset outside the home already.
Right.
And now,
if it goes that way, it's important.
But those characteristics and those traits that we got to be the protector, and the beast that's in there is to really supposed to be used to protect the home.
Right. Some people
when your mindset now is outside the home, you protecting your homeboys.
So listen to this, man.
Now you got 20 people protecting their homeboys.
That means
that beast.
You, in a way, the way you're explaining that, you could say, like some people would say outside of our culture, outside of our race, that black men tend to be aggressive.
And left the community.
Now, listen, when they say that, right, go back some years when you think about like post-slavery, we started getting into the Jim Crow thing.
Come on, get deep. I didn't wear my boots.
It started getting into the 60s and the 70s where brothers was really getting militant.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So then when you hear people say in hindsight, you know what? They did a lot of things between drugs, putting brothers in prison for 5 years, mandatory, AIDS, all of this shit that when you look around and say, they were aiming at destroying the brother from the very thing that this is right here. That's why they've been aiming at it. Mm-hmm. And the darker skin they are, the more they hate them. Because it reminds them of a motherfucker from Africa that you can't control him. You cannot know what he's even fucking thinking sometimes. But one thing you know is that motherfucker don't like shit and he could be violent. We call it, as he's saying, it's protecting my family, doing whatever. I got that natural instinct. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But to them, it's a lot different and it's very aggressive. And the more we let this is why they came up with abortions and people came and bought into it. Right? Because the more people like that they make,
that energy,
man, the more fucking threat they're going to be to us in America. Mm-hmm. So this is why I'm saying, and I'm going to stop it here with this, is that you got to really be protective of your sons and all of this stuff because they trying to destroy them. The last thing they need is for people within the country to be strong and know that we don't like you motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Out a way to get the black male, let's say male, because boys included, it starts as boys. We got to get their mindsets back in the house. Mm-hmm. Because literally, I can, again, testimony. Like, I know this for a fact. At the age 21, I had 11 guns in a trap house.
Yeah.
At age 21, the average white man got 11 guns in the house.
Yeah.
Again, mindset in the wrong place. You protecting the wrong house.
Mm-hmm. And growing up in it.
Mindset said. That's why we have the trap house only exists in the black community.
Right.
Like this one house that nobody truly lives at, but all the males from every house in the community gather here in this one spot where if they dropped a bomb, all the males in this community are gone at one time. If they wanted to, they could drop a bomb on the trap house and kill majority of the 14 to 24.
Yeah.
14, 24 gone right there. Because we've made ourselves literally, all of us, mindset outside the house.
Right.
And so
Built the
that's
house
what we
to
were saying before, which is
What's that?
the nuclear family.
Yeah.
Right.
You have
That's
to
where it
work on the
starts.
nuclear family. Everybody's
And if
saying,
you
"Hey, I'm
don't,
gonna take
they will
responsibility
go out
for
and
that."
create a family.
You know, and the nuclear family strength grows and goes into the community, makes the community strong.
You know what it is, all right?
What is it, brother?
The nuclear family strength, it takes some time.
Yeah,
Like a generation amount of time.
But listen,
which
the
people
nuclear
aren't
family
patient for.
starts with responsibility, right?
Yeah.
If it's the first thing is
Day to day.
If you're gonna start a nuclear family,
Right.
the first thing you're gonna do is commit to that
Facts.
and say, "Hey,
Commit.
if this is my shorty right here, whatever they calling them nowadays."
Mm-hmm.
And we know we're gonna be doing some screwing, obviously, right? We know what comes from that. Unless she takes that shit from those white people, right? What gives them the shit that you can't make a baby. You know what I'm saying? So if she don't take that, you get ready to have some kids, right?
That's how it goes.
So that's the first thing the brother got to commit to. You know what I'm saying? Not saying like we used to.
Or strap the
Maybe it
motherfucker up.
changed, but it used to be, man, I'm going to try to do everything I can just to get me a shot of this ass. I'll lie, cheat, and steal. Once I get the ass, that's the main thing I want. I may not necessarily want to commit to her. She just had maybe like a big ass or something. I was I was
trying to
that, you know what I'm saying?
conquer something real quick.
So you got that, you got to get that out of your system. Because other people don't have that necessarily. Of course, men going to be men, but you also understand you got to be responsible, right? So if he decides, hey, this is what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring this strength to this nuclear family, right? Otherwise, if you create a bunch of bastards in the society and you don't be responsible for them, because some men do that and they are responsible for them, right? But if you're not responsible for them, you're really diluting your race of people because you're putting weak people in the society because they're just going to wander and be followers and get into the stuff like he was saying, join a gang to be with a family. You know what I'm saying? So that's really not a good thing per se. It's not that gangs are bad, but you have to, as a matter of fact, I think if the people are smart, what they're going to do is go back to following a leader per se, right? And that leader has to start getting these gangs political.
Right.
Political. In other words, if certain things ain't right, you got to know what is the thing. What do they do in Israel? What do they do in motherfucking Ukraine? You got to understand that. You bring the same thing local. Instead of killing each other,
That's where it's good.
Let's
That's
get
really-
together
that's really
and kill
what
the
they're
real
scared of.
enemy if we have to kill. We don't want to, but if you're talking protection and all of this, protect your hood. Because what did you do? I brought a good nucleus to the community, so we all protecting everything. You know what I'm saying? So if we're gonna kill people, let's do it. Suppose they came in right now. You might be a blood, Crip, or this or that, but there would be no organization because they don't care. They said, I don't know if you're a blood or a Crip. I'm going to shoot anything that's black, for instance, if we have a race war, right? So you got to understand that. You know what I'm saying? You fighting against each other. I'm a blood, I'm a Crip. Yeah, that's cool, you a blood or a Crip. Now, what we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Why we got to be against each other? You a blood, I'm a Crip. What are we talking about here?
Because
You know
if
what I'm
a
saying?
race war pop off,
Shit.
you have to understand. They shooting no, you black with a colored flag on, but you black. We finna knock your ass off, brother. That's all it is, and we the only ones.
Not that I'm saying it's gonna be a racial war. I'm
Not-
just saying
nobody's
if
saying that.
something like that
I
would
would
happen.
say politics is low key a racial war, but it's just
it's all
two
a war.
two
Don't you
sided
hear what they're talking about right now?
Everything is a
DEI.
war.
What is he
Two-sided.
saying about DEI?
Everything
Getting
is a
rid
war.
of motherfuckers, man.
Soda, it's a soda war out here. It's a beer war. It's a what?
Hey, we are on a tangent, right? Hey, this is old school, new school. This is
Oh, that's what it is.
This
Old
is
school,
what we're
new
here
school.
for, right?
I want to get it. I want to get it bigger than this, man. Because
it's gonna get bigger than this,
we
man.
Need to start a particular conversation.
It's a Thursday night.
And a lot of people they tap dance around real shit,
Mm-hmm.
and so, bro,
we finna collaborate this with Better Be Fine, and the people that's finna jump on here and talk with you.
Come on, man. They got
we've been
tap
doing.
in.
We just do it because we like to do it. But
look,
as I said, we have a limited circle in ourselves, so it's real interesting to see how other people, think about things. And I like to say that, you come across as a good, confident brother, and I'm happy to have met you.
Oh, Pop, you ain't gonna, I'm a fan. Actually, I've been watching. I've been watching y'all since. I'm probably. I ain't gonna say no numbers, but I'm one of the ones that's watching.
Come on, man. We about that.
I'm telling you, I was sitting there watching when y'all was talking about the battle rap, and I was like, oh my God. He is killing us, right?
And see, I'm old school. I don't know that, but I like to know a little bit about some of everything, man.
I was like,
what you got to get to a little bit, but this is old school, new school, man. If you cool with me, you know you're gonna school with me. It's OG Lee, UNDE. We got Poppy in the building. I gotta fill up my brew a little bit. Take a little woosah. Like, comment, subscribe.
Wait a minute. Wait. Before we check out for halftime.
Yeah. What you got?
Behind the scenes, Alan Green, man.
Hey,
we
Green
got
behind the scenes.
60-something episodes in, man. He's been there every episode. He don't like to show himself or
Hey,
represent
Green behind
himself
the
as the
scenes.
third mic, man. But he's been here handling shit, man.
Yeah.
Congratulations on show scene at 60 in the dough. That's a nice little 60 ball.
Come on.
But wait a minute.
Nice 60 ball.
We didn't even talk about that yet. Today is episode 61. 61. I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer 61.
Hey, man, we gonna be right back. Hey, and we are
back up on the scene
after a nice little woosah.
Oh
man.
my God.
And if you cool with me, you school with me. Hey, you like, comment, and subscribe. I hope in that break you weren't just looking at your phone or an ad or something. But we back, man.
Hey, subscribe. That's what the guy was saying, man. You got to literally tell people to subscribe.
Go subscribe.
And go ahead, do it now. Press the button,
and like,
subscribe.
comment, turn on the notification bell, all that. You know what I mean?
And go tell your mama. Have her subscribe too. Your mama can listen too. Hey, your mama can listen too. Go get your mama in here.
This is old school,
I got
new
something
school.
for your mama too.
Old school, new school, right?
Yes,
So you know how new school come with just sometimes some random off the wall shit. I got a question
Yes, indeed.
to propose and see how y'all feel about it.
All right.
A fully grown kangaroo,
Oh my goodness.
and it's money on the line.
I'm already thinking some Australia shit.
It's money on the line, bro. Come on. So we've been like 5 bands on this race is what's happening right now. Fully grown kangaroo versus a full-grown deer.
Kangaroo.
Kangaroo?
You know what I think about, man? I know when you say kangaroo, the first thing I think about is Australia. Mm-hmm. I think I might have saw a kangaroo somewhere like in the fucking zoo, maybe. Mm-hmm. But I don't fuck with no kangaroos, man. Just imagine if kangaroos was like in some of our hoods. Wouldn't that be some
kangaroos
shit?
are some scary motherfuckers.
Kangaroos are some
for
big
real.
motherfuckers, man.
Shoes.
Ain't no kangaroos
Grown
over
man
here.
with
Fuck kangaroos.
Standing up.
What else you got?
They're racing, bro.
A kangaroo will literally stand in the water, get you in the water, and drown you.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, shit, I didn't know that
Deer
about
not gonna
kangaroos.
drown you.
Kangaroos do that shit?
Yeah, they'll stand. That's why they be in the water all the time. You see them in the video?
Y'all are fighting.
To be honest, I ain't never heard of.
I'm talking about a
kangaroo
race.
in no
A race.
water.
That's my question.
That's some
Before
shit.
we
I ain't
move
no
on,
kangaroo could do
because
shit
I
like
think
that.
they might be a formidable foe, bro.
What's that? A kangaroo?
But in a race, I'm talking about like a 100-yard dash. Are you going kangaroo?
Oh, a deer.
Fuck kangaroos.
Deer?
A deer gonna do his thing.
Okay.
But you know what, man? My man told me when he shot a deer one time, that deer jumped he said 6 feet in the air.
They will.
And I said, I don't blame the motherfucker, man. That hot leg go through your ass like that, man.
Yeah. 6 feet in the air.
I never did do no hunting of deer anyway.
Would you though?
Deer's not. I really wouldn't want to do that, man. When I was young, I would have did it. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like I don't eat no deer that much, and I could do without it. So why kill a deer? You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I would go out like hunt, the vibe kind of type of deal. But if I didn't get anything, I mean, I wouldn't be that upset.
Deer meat is good though. I'm telling you, that shit is good. It make you do want to. If you ever a motherfucker who ate some deer, it make you do want to do some deer hunting though. If you know how to cook it and get the right part of the deer, like what's the tenderloin part, man, shit, you would want to do some hunting. Yeah, but now I just go to Kroger.
Real easy.
Go Kroger, as the motherfucker say. You know what I'm saying?
Grab you some ground beef.
Yeah. And I can wear anything. I ain't gotta be having camouflage on and all that cold and shit up in the deer stand. Man, I'm going right to motherfucking Kroger. Get that shit by the pound.
Okay, hold on. On a real life scenario, right? Oh no, not even real life. We just say, I guess it's real life. But you wanted to feed yourself the best meal you could cook yourself. What you going with?
That's another thing. I guess niggas do need to learn how to do some cooking and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I can survive though.
The best meal I can cook is gonna be a salad. I ain't gonna lie.
A salad?
Yeah, I make the dumbest salad ever. Like, everything.
You add chicken and shit.
Chicken
like
and
that.
all that. Okay.
I had, you know, we gonna eat some chicken in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Niggas will put chicken in cereal.
It will be cooked and seared. Like yeah.
Oh yeah. Just saute type. Yeah.
I like that. I fuck with that. What's up, OG Lee? What you on?
Man, I'm telling you, man. I was gonna ask my man because he was saying he was locked up before and shit. People who been locked up, them are some ingenious motherfucking cooks and shit.
Cook up some good shit.
Motherfuckers get that commissary shit. You know what I'm saying? Have some shit, a throwdown with that shit, man. Cooking up all kinds of shit.
Some of that fire.
Because I'm a sardine eating motherfucker. I'm telling you right now.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a basic type motherfucker, man.
So, but
I be protesting. Let me tell you something, man. I'm gonna tell all black people this right here, because a lot of black people be complaining about white people, because white people be some devilish shit sometimes. You gotta be honest. The way you hurt people like that is you hold back your money. You the one that's keeping them going. I'm telling you, like I said last episode, all that bullshit that be sold that people be eating that ain't, that chemical processed shit, it's minorities. If you ever want to put a hurting on them motherfuckers, you organize your money and don't buy shit like that.
Stop.
You know what I'm saying? Just buy shit, the basicest shit, and save your money. And then put your money to fucking together and do shit. That's the way you hurt people, by withdrawing your motherfucking money from their system. And black people got a lot of money. Don't let anybody fool you.
Big bands. And look, I was thinking, I had a daydream about this the other day, right? Where people turn their front yards into like gardens.
They ain't gonna let you do it.
What do they do? Is some kind of sanction they got?
Yeah, it's sanctioned.
No, sanction is fucking ordinances.
Or ordinance?
Yeah, every neighborhood got that.
Yeah, you can't collect rainwater.
But what you mean in terms of garden?
Just where it was basically everybody had some kind of food source in there.
You do it in your backyard, you could do it a little bit. But they would stop it if it got to the point where it disrupts you going buying shit from Kroger and Walmart and all these places. Because that's the idea, if you understand that. This is a capitalist system. The only way it works is if people keep spending money. That's what I'm saying. If you really want to hurt someone in a capitalist society, you stop spending your money with them. You know what I'm saying? It's very important to understand that. Capitalism is about, that's why the first thing from 9/11 to anything that you heard President Bush, as soon as they hit, hey, don't worry about it, just go out and spend money. You a cog in the wheel. You can't stop, you know what I'm saying? If you stop this shit going, man, this shit'll go under. But you can really put a hurting on people who love money if you stop giving them your money. Very important to understand that.
OG Lee, give us some wisdom. You want to stop spending your money. Easier said than done. How would you do that?
Like I said, you buy. It's so much shit in the store. If they was depending on me to keep it going, they would have been broke. It's certain things I automatically say. I don't even buy them retail. Like, I don't know when the last time I bought a pair of pants from JCPenney, Kroger, not Kroger, but Walmart, wherever they sell shit at.
Yeah.
Because if I need pants, most of the time my shit is going to get fucked up anyway. So I'm going to Goodwill or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I never seen nobody look at me and go, you know what, man? You got those motherfuckers from the Goodwill. You know what I'm saying? They don't know where I got them from. All I'm doing is wearing pants or whatever to cover my balls, basically. You know what I'm saying? That's all. That's what we all do, right? But you decide if it's going to be Gucci, Wucci, whatever. But you're just covering your ass.
Some fire
right?
shit.
So you got to decide, am I covering my ass with $2,000 of shit that ain't worth nothing? Yeah. Or am I covering it with 10 and using the other 1,990 for my motherfucking kids?
That right
you understand
there,
what I'm saying?
They got new school in a fucking headlock, boy.
And let me just say this, because I'm going to say this shit over and over again. there was this motherfucker named Einstein, if you ever heard about him.
Albert.
Albert.
That's my homeboy.
And this motherfucker said, man, one of the eighth wonder of the world is compound interest.
Ooh.
Right?
Albert
so
Einstein
you got a
said
kid,
that.
right?
That's some crazy
and you
shit.
a hustler.
Put me on.
Listen to this, man.
Albert Einstein said that
If
though.
you a
For
motherfucking kid, if you got a kid and you a hustler, sooner, even if it's from your baby's mama, soon as that kid comes out the womb,
come on, put some money.
take
on.
motherfucking $2,500.
Ooh, that's all it takes.
And I'm gonna make it easy for you. Put it in what's called S&P, Standard & Poor's 500 index. That's it. Don't do nothing else but do that. And by the time that motherfucker get 18 years old,
my
man,
gosh.
you know what I'm saying? Because compounding is you got to understand that is you put money in something, and the motherfucker then gains some money on the first day, the second day, the third day, whatever day that it earns that interest, and then you take that. Say for instance, if it was $2,500 in a month, that $2,500 be about $2,510. That ain't shit. But now the $2,510 gets some at the next period that they compound the interest, right? So then it might just be, $20 more on it, right?
Come on.
25, 20,
25,
25,
40.
30. But it just keeps doing it. The kid is only fucking the one now.
The only one.
You know what I'm saying?
18, you said?
And then about that ninth year or something like that, that shit starts fucking compounding like I don't know.
God damn.
Right? And you look at it and you say, wow.
When I get
that $2,500 I was hustling, whatever I was doing. I could even got locked up in between the time the money was being made for the kid. But I put that there that time when he first came out the womb. And now, man, no matter what I do, that shit is ballooning and snowballing.
Hold on.
For the kid, man. Compounding interest.
Albert Einstein said that.
Albert Einstein
the
said
eighth wonder of the world.
The eighth wonder of the world is compounding interest.
Now
man.
listen, right? This is old school, new school. Some podcasts, they might drop some knowledge on you like that, right?
Yeah.
And then you supposed to figure it out. But you say the S&P, you invest $2,500 into it, right? Some people might have just start listening. How are we even getting in a position to get into this S&P index or whatever you're talking about?
Like I was saying, the first thing you got to do is take baby steps, which is just start it. You ain't got to put no money in it.
Yeah.
Just start it. And you can still act like a baller, like I said, around the babes. Yo, I got an investment account and shit. You know what I'm saying?
How you do that? You do that?
You ain't saying how much you got in it.
Yeah.
You just started it. You know you ain't got nothing in it.
Right.
But then when you get the courage, like you got the courage to shoot that motherfucker or get out there and sell the dope, you got courage, right?
Big dick.
What would be a courage for you to take $2,500? Hey, you might not have $2,500, which that would tell me you ain't balling really. But you can start with $1,000. You can start with $500.
You can start with $500.
You can start with $250 because you know
$100.
how people front, right? They really ain't worth what they are. But if you just take a fraction of what you say you're worth, this is for your kid. You're making a sacrifice, right?
Gotcha.
You already know that you're a hustler. So a hustler, his mind is moving. That means he's always going to have money. Because it's not a thing of this paper shit. This is where his hustle comes from, right?
This is America.
So, hey, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just sacrifice that $2,500. 5 years from now, I won't even fucking remember I did that maybe. You know what I'm saying? That's just shit, water under the bridge.
Just to leave it alone.
But that's growing for that kid.
Fuck you.
Because he's in a capitalist society, that kid. So even if you don't even fuck with that kid no more, you might even catch a bid and never see that kid no more. You planted a seed. You can see that silence? You planted a seed.
But right. I brought you back to you planted the seed. You invested the $2,500. You waited. Hold up.
Teach me to learn.
How do we get to
let's get specific, and I'm not even toting nobody's brand and shit. But let's just start with E-Trade.
Come on.
Just go to eTrade.com.
Some real knowledge,
but wait, you can't be one of these niggas that don't want to give up your credentials.
Okay. We ain't scared.
You got to give up your credentials, just like a bank account. If you legit now, you got to do legit shit.
Right.
So if you got a social security number and all, it's just like a bank account. They want that whether you go to
E-Trade,
US Bank or whether you go to Bank of America. You got to do that, right? You got to get started. Like, them folks want to know about the money and whether you paying what. Absolutely, they got to keep a tab on you. So you got to pay your taxes.
So you can go to E-Trade and get into this S&P
you can do that, man. And what you do is just simple click shit. And for any new school, any new school, you know how to work a fucking app, right?
Yeah.
It'll tell you everything. It's damn near self-explanatory. But if you really needed to reach out, reach out. But Very simple shit. It'll talk you through it. The basics of it is giving up your credentials, your name, social security number, who you are, blah,
Get
blah,
through
blah.
the door.
They
Get the
probably ask you for your some kind of
Electronic
credential,
doors.
like your license or something, right? Once you do all of that, they approve the shit, and you just like, oh, okay, I got an account. So most people still gonna be skeptical at that point. I don't blame them. Don't do nothing with your money yet. Just relax and say, oh shit, I opened up an account. That's some shit a nigga ain't never did before. That ain't
Just let it
Ooh,
sit.
yo,
of
they
these.
couldn't stop me from doing that shit, man. I did that. Yeah. And just relax on that shit. Just be like, boom.
What's like? So are we talking? All these are 5-year plans.
No,
10-year
none
plans?
of them.
Not
are-
even
none of them-
plans.
and
You're
this
not
is the
locked in
thing.
like that.
This is the
Come
thing
on,
with
come on,
any of
come on.
that.
Uh-huh.
Nobody,
Come on, teach me, man.
nobody is getting a cut of it. There should be nobody that would ever come to you and say, "Hey, I'm telling you this. I'm doing it." Nobody in between. You just dealing with the exchange, right? So once
You
you
in the
establish
market,
that
man.
account, right? You establish the account, and this is the thing. Remember that once you buy something. You can always just turn around and sell this motherfucker.
Get
It's
it
not like you
around.
locked into anything.
And hold up. In that instance, the shit you sell back might be worth more than you bought it for.
That's the thing. And so, but you don't
Ooh,
want to
shit.
get into it if you plan on, because when you first start, you're not going to be trading, right? You're going to do something long term for your kids, for yourself, or whatever.
right. My bad.
So no, that's all right. But when you first start, you want to look at it as a long term thing. It's not like I'm gonna be in it today and then next month I want to sell it.
Yeah.
This is something where we're planning on building wealth. You know what I'm saying? So you just want to start.
That W right there.
Get your
damn
feet
that curse
wet
word.
when you start maybe following that a little bit. You don't have to look at it every day. You just start saying that's another part of my life and the thing that I do. Every once in a while I check on the stock market, you know? And you just build your wealth from there. Very easy thing to do. And I'm just saying the $2,500. For people who just want to get their feet wet, you could start with $25,
Come
depending
on.
on what it is you want to invest in.
Come on.
So, but the idea
Penny stocks.
that
Get
I'm
right.
doing right now is just get your feet wet in that. Don't look at no overnight becoming a millionaire and all of that. Just another thing in your life that you may pay attention to. So when you watch the news and it opens up and say, hey, the Dow Jones Industrial closed at such and such and such tonight, you're not wondering like, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, okay, I get that. I'm down with that. Then you might, especially if you're somebody who have a job, you might then be like, oh, now I'm gonna pay attention to my 401k at my job. Before I wasn't even paying. I didn't even know what that is. I was just knowing that they said, hey, put some money in this thing right here. But now I'll start paying attention to that because there's ways that I can control that too. And once I start
really
realizing
in
I can
control.
lean on that too to build my wealth, then I start opening up and saying, oh, now I could listen to some other shit.
Tap into some other shit.
Yeah.
But hold on, we got a guest today, Poppy G, right? He's in the building.
RPG.
Yes, sir. I'm over here working in there. I was over here having a meeting on the phone.
This
Come on,
guy's
man.
having a meeting, man. That's how important he is. He sounds like he's a VIP.
Multi-task. In fact,
Very important Papa. Very important Poppy.
CEO, bro. of
CEO,
BBF
yes, it
right here,
is.
right?
Chief
Yes,
Executive
sir.
Officer,
And
man.
we recently implemented the good old, word of the day.
But wait, before the word of the day, because I think like that, man.
Yeah.
I heard you say CEO. But what? CEO of what? Tell the people a little bit about the CEO of what again now? And then also, if you could do that right now, tell them about what's going on, what could be coming in Little Rock.
Okay, cool. Well, definitely, I'm the CEO of my own content creation platform. This basically everything. I do a lot of stuff, so from music to battle rap and everything. So I need a place for all my work to be basically where it lands. And does it generate money? It definitely does.
Okay, we would
Definitely
like to
does.
hear that.
Yeah, we definitely got my guy DBM Eclipse. He'll teach you how to get monetized. We got all the services as far as that situated. If you want to learn how to do that, you come over here. Basically, right now, what it is a forum
Okay.
where it's a lot of networking, a lot of money moves being made to where it's like, as far as events, I'm gathering all different vendors, putting them all in one room to where it's a lot of networking, money being made. I'm telling you, money being made. We're playing.
Okay.
Which just like the next 3 months, I'm already booked in with Little Rock, Arkansas, March 22nd, the first weekend.
Oh, that's the thing you was talking about.
We in there.
All right, name that event again.
you
Say that
in the
event
building.
It's
again.
called
Say-
Clean Sweep, March 22nd.
Clean Sweep.
Better Be Fire brings Clean Sweep back to Little Rock. This will be 14 battles with battle rappers from everywhere from St. Louis to Memphis, Carolina, New York, Indianapolis.
That's some national shit.
Atlanta, Louisiana.
BBF.
And that's coming
Dallas.
to Little Rock?
Yes, sir.
March
Dallas-
22nd?
Dallas
What's the
and
venue? What's the venue? Where is it at?
Club 428.
Club 428.
4726 Asher Avenue, Little
Yeah.
Rock, Arkansas.
Yeah. Shit, if you don't know, Google that bitch.
Like, yeah, it's the
gotta
club
pull
with
up.
the love. Shout out to the big brother Bryce and George Hicks. Man, they've been supporting me. For the record, that club, why I chose that club for one, that club has always showed me love from even with my indie music scene, my run. I've opened up for pretty much all big names that has hit that club from Pee Wee Longway. Man, it's more names. and
More than you could think of at
yeah,
this
more than I
time.
can think of.
Yeah.
Long Lived Dolph, definitely. Yeah, all of them. You name them, I don't even count that stuff no more. It's like, and they've always made sure money was in my pocket. So I was early in the rap game, like while I was doing music and everything heavy, I was already being paid for shows. I was like big too, and I ain't talking no $200. They're like, nah, we bust the dough down with you. That's like, yeah. Like, so I
That's
learned,
the way you want to do it, yeah.
yeah, so I learned not only how to work a stage, but I also learned how to run an event properly. And I didn't know it was gonna pay off in the end, but Bryce had the whole time had been teaching me how to run my own events,
Right.
how to handle ticket sales and booking and this, that, and the third.
Right, right.
So now I end up now I got a graphic design company, Pressure Camp Graphics. Another company I'm the CEO of because we touch actual money. It's taxable, LLC. Like my last client is Arvis Bank Mortgage Support. Like, yeah, the client before that, Boone Park Elementary cheerleading.
So what you say, these like sponsors or whatever?
No, them clients.
Of your graphic company?
Yeah, my
Okay,
graphic
okay,
design
okay,
company.
okay.
All this works together because, again, with graphics, you got artwork, AI, and all that.
Right.
Boom, you take that to Pressure Camp. I'm doing graphics and, again, money being made because battle rappers coming to get their images, logos, all kind of stuff. The T-shirt, man, we're playing. All this is
So
me.
that's good. So you can, man,
it's
show,
me.
go turn around and show
Yeah,
to the
that's
camera,
me.
man. Shit.
This
BBL.
me. Yeah, that's me. We're playing. Yeah, this all me. Like,
To the shiesty.
down to
Come
the
on.
shiesty. Yeah, we merchant everything. Yeah, I got merchandise for Poppy G, Cook Some Coalition, Better Be Fire, Stat Select, Rap Battles, man.
Corleone.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
We
man,
ain't
that
playing, man.
family, man, is a very prolific family. Not only in their world, but in
the black world.
American world, period.
And
you know
in
what
the
I'm
black
saying?
world. I ain't even gonna lie.
Just when you just think about that movie, you know what I'm saying, and what that meant to so many people, The Godfather, to let you, that was one of the
I'm
first
from a long
movies.
line. I'm from a
That's
long
one
line
of the first
Corleone.
movies that really let Americans, whether it's, some of it was hyped up, but that was one of the first movies that really let Americans inside the life of the mafia.
Not what people don't understand. I'm telling you.
To let see that whole thing with the principles and
They're all
everything
black
that they
Corleones.
stood on, yeah. Oh yeah. Man, that's black, black people go a long way with
We strong.
having that kind of
Like
stuff.
black people need to understand how strong we are, and bro, it's a lot. Don't detach from the roots that you have because when you look into it, you'll find out a whole lot of royalty that belongs to you, and and you mean something to this world. And I think if more people looked into it, they'll find that they mean something that treat themselves a little bit better.
I think
because-
that if you especially
I could easily
left
crash.
America, you probably would be like, damn, I am so valuable just from what I know that I've learned all my life. I guarantee you it's got to be like that because you have to admit that if you want to admit you're a smart person. You know what I'm saying? So I would say I'm a smart person in wherever I go.
Yep.
So imagine if you go to a place where the majority of the people are not as smart as you. You know what I'm saying? It would be, you would say that I would use that, to my advantage
Broaden that
financially.
horizon.
So yeah, I think if we left other places, matter of fact, I think right now even with the work you got, man, I bet you, man, if we just even touch down in Africa without even announcing ourselves.
Right.
We imaginally start doing shows and shit like that, and they love it, man. Motherfuckers
Easy.
from America, oh shit, we have a fucking following.
What
just
we
like
waiting
that.
on?
No, I don't know, man, because I would love to do that though. I really would, but it would
got
be
my
something you got to
passport.
organize.
We out.
Yeah, and with what's great about that, you got the internet, so now you can link up with people. You know what I'm saying? To obviously do let them know you coming and organize shit. So, but it's possible, very possible, to go anywhere, man, if you got talent.
It's international. BBF is international, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah,
anyway,
we international.
we
Everything
haven't
about
done that
that
in
is
a while, man. We
absolutely
free. We free.
Yes, sir.
Thank God Almighty, we free.
We's free.
But man,
hey,
no question. We
hold
free.
on, old school, new school. Hey, that bell ring, that right there, low key just triggered a good old mind crusher.
Oh, we ain't on the word of the day yet.
Oh, that's the
Let's
mind
do the
crusher.
mind
Right
crusher.
there.
We do the mind crusher.
Hey, and today we got options, bro.
Good options.
Paper and Skittles or stupid rights.
Stupid rights, man, for 100, Alex.
Stupid rights. So stupid rights. Do you think there's going to be a social movement advocating for stupid people's rights? Like not for mentally disabled people, just for stupid people who talk bad and can't do jobs well. Mm-hmm. Do you think it's coming?
No.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, it's already here.
It's already in action.
Talk.
If you would ask the people that are in power right now, they would say that's what we're talking about when you talk about DEI.
Yeah.
That's what they're talking about when we talk about DEI.
Diversity.
And listen, man, I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I don't even vote. But I'm telling you, man, when you have the one thing I'll say that would be good, I guess, in the Democratic favor, is they want people to have jobs. They want people to work, right? This is what this whole DEI or part of it is about, right? Mm-hmm. And so what that does create is you do dilute some things down sometime. But you could be the person that says, that's not such a bad thing since people do have jobs. But what they're going for now, they're trying to think that they're going for perfection. To say we want everything done on the code words, in case you don't know, is meritocracy. They're saying everybody, we want them to be hired on their merits. But that's the way it was back before anybody could get jobs if they were minorities. You understand what I'm saying? When it was going on their merits, because their merits mean just white folks. You see what I'm saying? So the DEI is the government's way of saying, wait a minute, you got these corporations, we got all of these different kind of things that provide jobs. You got to give other people some. Yeah, exactly. You know, and not just melanin, because when you say minorities, you got to think about the essays too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So everybody, not just black people, right?
Everybody.
And so they don't want to do that. And so the government has to force them. And when you got Democrats, they do more forcing. Now that you don't have as many Democrats, all hands are off, you got to go for self. And so you got to be like the squirrel. When the Democrats are in, and this is, you got to remember this shit for the rest of your life. When the Democrats are in, you got to put, you know what I'm saying, you got to nut up. Because once when the Republicans come, if you know how to make a way, it don't matter. But if you one of these motherfuckers who need people to tell you what to do and shit like that, then when the Republicans get in, I'm telling you better fasten your belt, man. Because they going to try to take shit from people and give it to the people who have money. And if I'm the people who have money, I wouldn't blame them. Why would we want to give it to anybody else but ourselves? No matter how much we say we like you, dislike you, or whatever. Most people are greedy, right?
That's how it is.
That's everybody, poor or whatever, right? Because it's poor people in America that's not really poor compared to people in Africa. They don't give shit, right? So why wouldn't people with money, say, I don't want to give any people, I don't care if they're middle class or poor, I don't want to give them shit, right? So you got to realize that once those kind of people get in office, they're going for self. You know what I'm saying? And that's as simple as it is. Nobody's looking out for you, but the Democrats look out for you a little bit more than them motherfuckers will.
Oh, hey. Did I ever bring my metaphor to the podcast, bro?
What are we talking about? The lions and shit and the hyenas?
The lions and hyenas? Is that valid,
Man,
or how you feel about that?
That's valid, man.
It's a valid one?
That's valid. And that's how it used to be and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because the hyenas are a motherfucker, and they really do think about shit being together.
Right.
That's the only way they conquer.
Gotta be.
You know what I'm saying?
Gang
so they be
mentality.
like, okay, you messing with me now, I'm going to go back and get my brothers, my cousins, my uncles, all of them. When we come back, that's your ass. You know what I'm saying? So even the most formidable foe like a lion, they can't mess with whatever. When the hyenas get together, and decide, look, we ain't having this. You know what I'm saying? From the people who think they running the kingdom. You know what I mean?
How many hyenas have you seen in the zoo?
I ain't never seen a hyena in the zoo. But you know what? I saw, you know who, this is another attestation, man, to black people, man. You ever seen these people in Nigeria who, they raise hyenas?
Have them on like leashes.
They raise
I
hyenas,
have
bro.
seen that. Not recently,
They
though, I'm not
raise
gonna
them. But anyway, yeah, that'd be some powerful shit to have with you too. Some hyenas that's on your side. Shit.
They walk with them like it's nothing.
Yeah.
On a leash. Oh, hold up.
Hell of a leash too. If you ever seen it.
I gotta get in my last old school, new school ritual. We got the CEO of Better Be Fire in the building.
Better be fire. Fire.
Our segment of the show has
kind
of
like
recently.
A white person and say fire.
Fire.
Better be fire.
I was a little too. Gotta be fire. Gotta be fire. It's gotta be fire, bro. That's what I said.
I know. I'm just fucking with you.
But look. This is old school, new school. This is Better Be Fire. This is a nice little communication. Little that's not the word I'm going for, but a little conjuring
Communicate, man.
Of the good old word of the day.
Word of the day.
All right, because as we get into this battle rap, I've been
Word
trying
of the
to
day.
express it with this word of the day.
Word of the day.
That this is linguistic warfare, and sometimes
Linguistic warfare.
I don't know if the users of said words even know how powerful the words they are that they're using, right?
Yeah.
So I think this is the second episode in.
Hey, don't come with that onomatopoeia shit.
Hey, that
ain't no nigga shit right there.
Last episode.
Onomatopoeia. Come on.
We was onomatopoeia. Well, we second episode in. We're not getting too deep. Second word of the day is alliteration.
I wouldn't even know how to break that down right off the top.
Which got you. So most simply define the repetition of the same sound or letter.
Oh, okay.
At the beginning of multiple words in a sentence or a phrase. I mean, so we same letter. Atoms, apples,
like that. That would be the because you got to get to that rhythm a lot of time. Yeah, and then this is like one thing.
Preparation prevents.
Right. Yeah. That's alliteration right there.
Man, I be thinking like when I hear them
very historic bars.
When I hear them doing the bars, right? You know, it's like you get into your rhythm and you've rehearsed it, right?
Come on.
And
cadence,
if they say one that's like tight, I hear like the crowd react or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like that breaks their rhythm sometimes, it seems like, and then they gotta go back and say what they said before to get back on track with. Is that how it normally is? Is that how that works?
Yeah, that's how it goes.
But run it back.
You practice that.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I guess.
Or assume when the crowd reacts. You know what I mean? Because you writing this fire shit.
So it's better than I would say if you having a battle than to have a lot of people that know you around you, so they rock with your shit and give you all the fire, right?
That's the cheat code.
Come on.
Most people come. They don't leave their homes.
Right.
It's a lot of battle.
They ain't ready to go nowhere else.
Yeah, they not going nowhere. They gonna only stay at home, and they only gonna do that. And all the power to them, but it's more fun when you. I be at the
gladiators.
I'm at the
that's the metaphor,
and probably more money too.
With the reference to battle rappers.
I be at the front door.
The gladiators.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna tell you,
verbal gladiators.
let me just ask this, because I seen this, right, and I seen brothers like get really in each other's face to the point where it's like, bro, I probably could feel you spitting on me, man.
Yeah.
And I was thinking that seemed like that would break off into something that would get physical. What's the boundaries with that? Because I see people in people's space.
Professionalism, and if you respect the art and you respect the craft, you respect, you feel me, how aggressive certain people. It's like, again, if you respect rap, you gonna respect the laid back flow of Pimp C and Too Short, but at the same time you can respect the fun flow of E40. At the same time you can respect DMX flow. Mm-hmm. So it's again, not everybody gonna be like this. Some people laid back. Some people just Some people fun and animated. Some people
I've
is
seen that.
all this extra stuff. Some people extra intricate. So you gotta understand
which is a
comes
part
with
of the sport, right?
Which is the same thing as in
Your
any
flow
sport.
and your
But I'll
craft
be
is a
like,
part of
look,
You
man,
got
it
Steph
seems like
Curry
some
who
people,
ain't finna contact nothing, but then you got Ron Artest who will jump in the crowd. So you feel me? And that's all in one sport.
And see, man, I don't know how. Well, you said you like 30-ish, but that like gives you visuals and shit like that when you talk about like that, and that literally is like the two extremes in the spectrum, and you could see them. Steph Curry not touching nobody, Ron Artest going up in the crowd. If people who are basketball fans, you know, so that's a good analogy
Malice in
to
the
think
palace.
about that shit. Yeah, because that's way, you know, two different sides of the coin.
Come on, he almost hit you with a bar. You just didn't know it.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, the only bar I know is, and matter of fact, I'm out of my shit, so that's the only bar I know. But hey, if it's good to you, it's good for you.
Hey, in recent news, bro, before we get out of here, how did you see the military helicopter crash into the airplane?
Man.
What you feel about that? Is that one of those conspiracies, or they just blatantly doing it, or what? As an accident?
At this point, they making. At this point, it's just yes.
Man, this is the thing, man, that they said years ago.
What they say, bro?
And it's being really more pronounced with AI now. But years ago, man, they said, you know, because it used to be you really had integrity with the journalists and the ABC, NBC, or CBS, these news outlets. But they were saying years ago, man, that it's going to get to the point where you're not going to believe anything anybody says.
Right.
And so whatever comes out
AI
now,
is getting wild.
immediately, not everybody, but a lot of people immediately will say the government's involved. It's a conspiracy. You see one guy today say that it was some people that came from the Saudi embassy. Just so many things, right? And then you got AI where somebody could put a face on a body and you don't know who's who. So immediately when anything comes out, you don't know what to believe.
Gotta check the validity.
You know what I'm saying? So some things are legit and they just happen. But now, since all this shit is all in the mix, you don't know what to believe.
Telling you,
so
it could be
you know,
anything.
it's like, what do you
They
believe in?
could
All you
CGI
do.
that and kill a bunch of people and just could have kidnapped a bunch of people, and now all of a sudden now you got a bunch of death certificates and no bodies.
And I would hate
come on,
to
man.
think this, right? But immediately, when, like he should, I guess, the president comes on and starts talking about the crash. He starts talking about it being related to people being basically not trained well due to DEI.
Out the gate.
So, you know, it's like, do you want to think that they even created this situation to bring this thing up with DEI so that they could really enforce more of them firing all of these people they say that are not needed in the government? You know, I don't think it would go that deep. I hope not. But I don't know, because I really, with all due respect, I don't feel like Kobe playing.
Oh,
went
damn.
down like
Don't even
that,
get me
man.
Don't do
started,
that.
bro.
Don't do
I'm
that,
just
bro.
saying, man, because you got a brand,
That's a
you got to
whole other
understand. No,
topic.
it's not. All this shit is related because, again, like I said, you don't know what to believe when motherfuckers tell you, right? But you got to ask yourself, if a person got a damn near brand new helicopter, it's raining, you got one of the best pilots, why the fuck wouldn't you have a black box?
Yeah, where the black box going?
Right? And then even if they had it, we wouldn't know
that.
what they said because they would have kept that from us. But shit like that, when you start messing with the money, we do know that shit, you know, shit does happen like that.
Let me tell you this, though, right? Trump, you know, Democrats, Republicans, you say you don't know who to trust, right?
Yeah.
Old school, new school, bruh. You know you can trust us, man. If you cool with us, you can come school with us. And I was about to sign us out,
You got to put that shit-eating grin on. That's what they call it.
but I
When
can't
you a
sign
politician, you
us
can
out.
grin. And you can grin at motherfucker's skin and grin and say shit that you know you can't do.
Come on, man.
Right?
That's disgusting. But look, I was about to sign us out, but I can't let us get out of here without a little talking that bit, man.
No, man.
Give us a little.
Let me wrap that
A
up.
little tap in with that bit, man. Talk that
Let me
bit.
wrap that up. Now we're looking at 104,267. And any motherfucker listening to me right now say 104,267 knows that they cannot fucking believe it. even any financial analyst, any motherfucker from Merrill Lynch, wherever, they know they cannot fucking believe that.
Crypto.
3 or 4 years ago, it was $3,000. Unfucking believable, and people are still saying, hey, I don't want to mess with that. I don't want to mess with that. But, hey, $104,000, and if you bought just one Bitcoin,
Talk
you
that
ain't
bit.
rich, but you like got your chest poked out and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
100
You know,
years.
and the thing to deal with on the Bitcoin, if you did think you want to get involved in it, is you could look at the amount like 104,263. You can buy Bitcoin in increments. So if you got $100, you can still get into Bitcoin,
Come on,
right?
man.
If Bitcoin goes up 10%, it doesn't matter if you had 100 in it or 100,000. You still got the same 10%, right? So just remember that if you did want to get into something like Bitcoin, you don't have to buy the whole thing. Since it's 104,000, whatever,
nickel make
for
a muckle.
one Bitcoin, you don't have to buy one Bitcoin. You can always buy pieces.
Buy
Pieces
just
of a dream, as
piece
they
of
say.
that.
All right?
Hey, it's old school, new school.
I'm the father.
UNDE.
He's the son. Hey,
OG Lee.
go out there, man. My man is gonna when he uploads
G
this
in
or
the
whatever.
building.
He gonna put all of the links and shit like that, man,
on,
for
all
you
that.
to follow
You gotta
the
tap
dude
in.
Poppy
We gotta
G.
tap into some
You
keys
gotta
in the
get in there
city.
with the realists.
They don't even
Hey,
know.
Do it.
He's pioneering some things, man. So you could be the one to say, "Hey, I heard it here first.
Yeah.
I started following Poppy G. I turned
Promo,
all my
don't miss
people
out.
on to Poppy G.
Come on,
you know
man.
what I'm saying?
He about to go on
so,
the
yo,
tear.
and hey, we gonna bring
Another
some
one.
things together, man, because we gotta open up some conversations.
Gotta
All
talk
right?
about them. We talking about them this time too. We tapping in. It's OG Lee, UNDE, Poppy G stopped by, man. We tapped in with a real one.
All right. We out.
Ain't got no choice but to get low. Ain't the tallest, but